I'm doing is I'm putting this simple prompt in here, create a
Okay.
training video for new employees
Yeah.
based on this file, right? And then I'm putting the
Okay.
at sign to bring up
Okay.
this remote work policy.
I love this
Okay.
Okay.
question.
Yeah. So now I do
Okay.
that and I click
Okay.
next. Now watch what happens.
Magic.
Yeah, it
That's the
is. It
word I was
truly is.
thinking.
It's pretty amazing, right? So
Yeah.
it's going through the word the Google Doc
Yeah.
and it's come up with the major topics,
Well, and it
subtopics.
came up with the major topics in not even a second.
Yeah, and really,
Yeah.
really quick. And
Yeah.
so now, all right, so now it's got that. So I click next, and now I can pick a template. I'll just pick this template, right?
Okay.
So now I do that. Now it's create the draft video, and we'll let it work its magic.
I love these little sayings.
Yeah.
Sprinkling in some
Sprinkling in
magic,
some magic. Okay.
brewing delight.
The AI world is moving fast, but we make it easy. Welcome to the AI Because podcast, your shortcut to turning AI hype into real results.
So welcome to this week, this 2 weeks, this episode, and this is the freaking last episode that's going to be in the month of December that we're recording. So just factor that in. Of AI Because, and so there's a lot happening, and we've been testing a lot of stuff. So hopefully you find value in this thing. A lot in the Gemini workspace. So we're excited to jump in. It's great to see you guys. Wave if you were
Hello,
in the US and had
hello.
Thanksgiving or love plowing snow. Michael loves
Yeah.
plowing snow. Look at that. Did you see that wave?
Yeah,
Yeah. Loves plowing snow.
I do.
So let's kick us off. So who wants to go first? Because we have a lot that we played with in Google Workspace. And thank you, Google, for, basically trying to level the playing field. So we're super excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who's going
No,
first?
I can go first.
Okay,
So
cool.
I have been playing, yeah, with the new Google Gemini model and the new Nano Pro, which is the image model, and it is brilliant. That's all I've been using for the last 1 week.
Do you love it?
It is so good that it was the first time I seriously thought about canceling my ChatGPT subscription.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
It is
wow.
that good. It is that good. And just in terms of, yeah, the images it can create is just amazing. Quality of the images. So I was able to create, like, I wanted to do a series of LinkedIn posts on a particular topics. Of course, I tried to use this for my small business, and that's the real test. And it was able to create like a series of 10 LinkedIn post on the topic of risk culture. And then for each post, it was also able to create the images, which, like, it got the wordings right, no spelling mistakes, very professional images, which can go with the
I
LinkedIn post.
love
So
that.
I can do, yeah, more reach out now. So of course, yeah, I still do my ideas. So I'm using it. So
Yeah.
I'm not asking it to generate from scratch. So I still give it the direction of, okay, what do I want those LinkedIn posts to be about? But it can then go and do research and then find statistics on that topic and then
Mhm.
include that into my LinkedIn post. So it all then becomes very real rather than just what I think. What I think is then also supported by, okay, I found this report here and this report said
Yeah.
this and this report said that.
So when you're doing that, have you done a comparison between, are you comparing Gemini or Nano Banana images to chat images? And if so, what are you
Yes.
comparing it to and what have you found?
Yeah, so I compared with ChatGPT and Copilot. So those are the other two
Okay. Okay.
tools I use the most. And then of course, yeah, Copilot is
Is
ChatGPT in the back
ChatGPT.
end. So
Yeah.
it's very similar. But the quality of the images, yeah, it is just amazing. I haven't tried the video, so that's something I have to try next, because I think they still
Well,
haven't
we're
released
gonna
the
demo
second.
that for you today,
Oh,
Manoj.
great.
We're gonna demo that for you today. So look at
Yeah,
that. Do you have
yeah.
anything you want to show us, or are you just talking through it?
Uh, Not at the moment, yeah, not at the
Okay,
moment.
yeah, we'll come
But
back. We
I
don't want to
did
put you on the
create
spot.
in Google Gemini, there's this concept of gem. So it's similar to custom GPT in ChatGPT. So
Yes.
that's where I was able to create a gem, which then I trained it on my writing style. I trained it on, okay,
Mm.
what type of topics do I publish content on LinkedIn?
Mm-hmm.
And then I gave it directions saying, okay, for every topic, it should go and do some research, tell me some interesting insights.
So is it
So
similar to GPT? Because I haven't set up Gem yet. I went in a different direction, but is it similar to where you're loading content, knowledge, if you will?
exactly same. Yeah,
Okay.
it's just the
Okay.
same concept.
Okay.
They just call it gem in case of in case of
So
Google
is there a
Gemini.
limit to how much knowledge you can load? Have you
I
run
didn't
in?
see. Yeah, in my
Okay.
case, it was very limited. But yeah, if
Okay.
when I create something a little bit more full scale,
Yeah.
we'll
I'm
see.
going to say with in the Google space, NotebookLM, I went and was doing some research just on lab results that I got and everything else. And yes, I there's also a physician involved, even though I have to lab. But
Yeah.
it's the interaction of uploading all that stuff to give insights because I went into it and said, okay, I want a perspective from Western medicine, from Chinese medicine, and from functional medicine.
Mm,
And so I want all those different perspectives. And
mm.
and it pulled those in. It definitely had stop limits of what it would go to. And then I went into chat and went the rest of the way as far as the rest of it. It was funny because there was this schedule of supplements that I'm going to take. And the physician, the oversight physician was Michelle Smith. Like,
Funny.
I've been
Of
elevated.
course.
I don't know that that's a good thing, but I've been elevated. Yeah. Cool stuff. How about you guys? Have you done stuff with the images that Manoj is talking about or in Gem that
Uh,
you've noticed the quality?
I did a little bit with images, but it was primarily based on how Google search has changed and how we have AI implemented into that. So I can share my screen briefly
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can
and
share for more than briefly, Greg. The stage is yours.
And do you have the $20 version, Greg, or is it the free version or the
this
$250
is,
version?
is the $20 version too.
Okay. Okay.
So uh, because we're business consultants, I presented this, I guess a little bit lengthy prompt to make a presentation for a local business in town and to
Hmm.
kind of show them how Google search has changed a little bit and how it can affect how Gemini can affect their business now. So with this prompt, I just kind of introduced a local plumbing business and put in a few specific things near the end as far as what it could do for them because they're a 24-hour service and how an AI agent can interact with them and how Gemini can help them first get involved with their search and second, once they're contacted by a customer, how it can definitely improve the efficiency of their after hours. Um, so this is kind of there we go. This is kind of the presentation for a business manager here and how we'd go about using it. So instead of just searching for I need a plumber, we could, go in and ask Google, well, I need a plumber who has reviews of being, you know, courteous, cleans up after himself, and does a good job. It's not just I need a plumber anymore. You can actually ask for details. And
So were these slides also correct were created with Google Gemini?
these slides were created with Google Gemini, and I've got to admit
Oh,
that
wow.
I did move into chat just to help me organize them a little bit.
Okay.
But primarily everything was created in Gemini.
Okay. Okay.
So this
And
is kind
the
of
actual slide or just the content? Like the color scheme of the slide, the layout of the
the
slides.
color scheme I actually pulled out from PowerPoint.
Okay.
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 Uh, but actually the images themselves, all the prompts and everything came from Gemini.
Okay. Okay. Great.
So this is Bruins Plumbing. All I did is give the URL for their business, and Gemini extracted a lot of information from them. Um, what Gemini is able to do is use kind of a little bit more with the AI agents. We can use more of the RAG concept and actually take PDF PDF content and move that into visuals, into knowledge base, a lot of things that an AI agent can use. In this, in this thing for trying to extract, manufacture, whether it's a boiler or a furnace, hot water heater, if we have all this information already in their system,
Hmm.
it's easy to extract for a dispatcher and a technician to prepare for what he needs to do at, say, 2 a.m. And that's kind of the concept we have
And with
here.
a fun little bear.
I like the
Yeah, that,
bear.
that is their logo. Okay,
Yeah, I know. I
yeah.
just love that. I'm like, who doesn't want to have a bear showing them how to do the furnace maintenance?
Yeah.
So you find the plumbing business at 2 a.m. and you talk to a chat bot, and they're going to retrieve your contact information, your address, what your problem is, and try to help work with the analytics, okay, before we even go forward contacting the technician to see if he's available or when he can come to help you. Um, so here we have John Doe. He has an emergency. He can take an actual visual of the manufacturer's plate, give you the serial number, everything right off your furnace, right off your boiler. The AI can read that for you, decipher that, and actually call the technician at 2:05 a.m. to come to your assistance. Okay, so the technician gets his call on the phone. He has your name, he has your address, he knows the equipment that you're already talking about. The error code that comes up tells him what's most likely the problem, and he can make sure that he has that replacement part, in his truck or whatever
The
vehicle
word
he.
arsenal came to mind, but we're not out there fighting a fight.
Uh,
No, this reminds me of the use case last week because we were having some issue with our toilet where the water was leaking out. So I just asked Google Gemini. I showed it live on the camera.
Yeah.
Say, okay, this is what the inside of the toilet looks like. What do I do? And it because it can go in highlights. So, okay, this is the screw. You need to go anti-clockwise on this direction, and that'll fix the problem. But it
Oh,
was just crazy that it knew and it can focus, like you can show a live video and it
yeah.
can highlight, okay, this is the bits which is wrong. Go and do this with this
whoa.
bit.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I love
So
that.
anyways, yeah, it's kind of a wrap up for the business manager. Show him what AI can do for his business as far as creating efficiency and actually saving himself a lot of money as well.
Mm.
So all the information to get the technician for maps is already built in. He doesn't have to make any excuses that he took a wrong turn on the way to your place at 2:20 in the morning. Um,
Yeah.
all your PDF information can be downloaded and used as a knowledge base for your chatbot to totally ensure that you have the most likely cause or what's needed to fix the problem at that time
Mhm.
in the morning. And
Mhm.
then continue to use AI for your customer base and build a CRM for promotions, wishing your customers happy holidays. In Canada, where it's winter, prepare them that yes, we are here 24 hours a day, and if you have furnace problems and it's 30 below, we are the people that you can contact, and we'd be more than happy to help you. So there's a wide variety of things that Gemini can be used to help a business now.
Well, and I love
Wow.
this. It's the pitch both ways because it's like there's a couple swim lanes in this. It's like if you're Bruins Plumbing, you now know that if you're wanting to do marketing or a pitch for something else, here's the way to do it. Here's also the potential that you can do to help better manage your business. So I think there's so many different swim lanes with the functionality here. I love it.
For
Other comments,
some
Michael.
for for some reason, it made me think that this could be an amazing idea for an Uber plumbing. So,
Oh, there you go. Like a DoorDash for plumbers.
yeah, and I'd be like, yeah,
Mhm. Yeah.
We will pick up and deliver the plumber to you.
because the whole problem had been documented and directed to the right people
Right.
who are skilled in
Plumber
that
on call. Yeah, plumber on
Yeah.
call.
And
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you've got some technical capability, our little bear will guide you through what you
I
need
know.
to do.
Oh, like the
No, but I still want a robot to come and fix it because the human plumbers are still expensive.
Well, the robot will just be at your house.
Yes, yeah.
It'll just be at your house. Yeah, I love that.
Well,
Who's next?
but you might have a rogue robot, and the rogue robot might you may never want to leave.
So can we not go there yet, Steve? I'm trying to ride the wave of what's possible without freaking people out. Okay. So, Steve, what's on the agenda, sir?
Oh, as usual, quite a bit. But I saw the coolest thing that I'll demo today.
Okay.
How Google Gemini can now create videos.
Wait, is this a Google Gemini episode, huh?
It is.
Yeah.
It
Yes,
is.
It
It's
is.
so funny.
It really is.
Welcome to the Google Gemini episode.
It is because we've had a number of different episodes focusing on Copilot, and we've
Yeah.
had a number of discussions about Chat GPT, and it's really I do use Gemini a ton in my daily work. I use Claude a lot also,
Yeah.
and Chat GPT, but to a lesser extent now. But
So
so I have this policy right here that I am going to create a training video off
Is
this
this
policy.
from the Roadrunner?
This I had, what I actually had ChatGPT create a policy that I pasted into Google Docs. So
Okay.
that's how I
Did
got
you
the
used to watch the Roadrunner, Wile E. Coyote,
because
and
it's Acme.
a long
It's
time
Acme
ago.
Corporation.
Yeah, right. A long time ago I did.
well, duh. I don't think it's around anymore.
It may not be. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, it just dawned on me. It's like, oh my God, that's the name on the box when the coyote would
Yeah,
like
we'll
order
blow
all
up.
the dynamite
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
blow stuff up.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Steve.
Okay, so I have this remote work policy, right? It's a 7-page document, and it can be kind of dry reading one of these. And so rather than force people to read the policy, I can take this new application that Google has rolled out called Google Vids. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to
Bits
create
as in BIDS.
VIDS,
The
right?
IDS.
So Google Vids.
Oh, wait.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And
Uh-huh.
so I'm going to bring this up, and this is going to come up, and I'm going to create a storyboard.
Okay.
Okay. And now I need to describe what I want to do. So create a training video.
It doesn't mind capitalization.
Doesn't matter.
And this is the $20 version, Steve?
Yeah, it's a $20 version. Yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah, they don't have a lifetime membership, so he just went with it.
That's right.
Well, he can have the $250 one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but he's not going to do that monthly. But if they said for $5,000, you get the lifetime membership. He's
So all
signing
I'm
up.
doing is I'm putting this simple prompt in here. Create a
Okay.
training video for new employees.
Yeah.
Based on this file, right? And then I'm putting the @ sign to bring up this remote work policy.
I love this.
Okay.
part.
Yeah. So now I do
Okay.
that, and I click
Okay.
next. Now watch what happens.
Magic.
Yeah, it is.
That's
It
what I
truly
was
is.
thinking.
It's pretty amazing, right? So
Yeah.
it's going through the Google Doc,
Yeah.
and it's come up with the major topics.
Well, and
subtopics.
it came up with the major topics in not even a second.
Yeah, and really,
Yeah.
really quick.
Yeah.
So now, all right, so now it's got that. So I click next, and now I can pick a template. I'll just pick this template, right?
Okay.
So now I do that. And now it's create the draft video, and we'll let it work its magic.
I love these little sayings.
Yeah.
Sprinkling in some
Sprinkling
magic.
in some magic. Okay.
Brewing delight. Adding
So
pixie
Trying to
dust.
fix
in no time, we will have a training video. And
You
what
see,
did we have to
Steve, do
do?
Wow.
you not appreciate all the little sprinkling in and all that stuff?
No, I'm like, get to the point. I'm
I
kind of
know, my
getting to the
God, because
point
I
person.
love this. It's like for those who need to be entertained while this is happening, it's right there.
All right, so
Corporation remote
Yep.
So,
work policy training for new hires. This video will walk you through the key aspects of our policy. Let's begin with an introduction to the remote work policy. The purpose of this policy is to support flexible work arrangements that enable high performance while maintaining a healthy work-life balance. This policy applies to all full-time and part-time employees who have been approved for remote or hybrid work by their manager and HR. Next, let's cover the eligibility requirements and work schedule expectations. To be eligible, you must have at least 90 days of tenure, a good performance record, a role suitable for remote work, and a dependable broadband connection of at least 50 megabits per
Wow,
second.
hey,
The
that's
standard
good. I
business
like
hours
the
are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
yeah,
Central Standard Time.
it's calling
Monday
out
through
those
Friday.
things.
yeah,
Importantly,
love it.
you must be available online during the core hours of 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central Standard.
right.
yeah.
And then, so that's,
I
as you
like
said,
I
we
like
can,
the small thing because in normal other videos I've created like one image like stays for a very long time and
yeah,
the video becomes boring. This one was like three
yeah,
seconds, 5 seconds, and it was
yeah,
Well, and
it
people
can,
and people check out when it
Yeah.
does that.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, the
So
whole
for
thing
something
took
that's very,
3 minutes. That's awesome.
yeah, it really is. It's super impressive. It's super impressive. Like if you were going to do, you used to have to pay companies to do these kind of
Yeah.
training
yeah,
videos,
a
and
Well, it's
lot of
not a
money.
yeah,
used to. People still pay companies to do
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
kind of training.
yeah, right, yeah,
So, can we show how to replace an image
Mm.
in
yeah,
one
we
of
can,
these?
yes. So what I can do is yes, if I let's say I don't like one of these images, I can click here, right? And then what I can
Oh,
do,
Michael, were you going to do this?
Which one?
Oh, go ahead. You can click there and then
and I
I think
can
it's
generate, I
replace
can,
video. I think it's replace video.
It's right click
no,
and
no,
the
no, no. I
three
think
dots.
it's here. I think it's just right here.
Okay.
So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
create a fancy clock with Roman numerals.
Okay.
I like that.
So what tool do you have that you were just able to do that, Steve? Share with people.
This is all in. We're all in Gemini.
So even with the voice,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
look
yeah.
at
No,
the
no, no.
little bit.
Oh, with the voice.
You've
Oh, I'm
noticed this
sorry. With the
before.
voice. With the voice, I'm using something called Ito. All right.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. That's what I was saying. Is it
Yeah.
another wasn't that a lifetime
No,
subscription?
no. That actually
What?
is. Yeah.
Oh my
Not. It's
gosh,
not.
Steve.
How do you
Yeah.
So
spell eco?
that's an old grandfather clock. Okay.
Yeah.
We probably want
Okay.
a clock
Right now,
face. There you
this
go.
is not exactly like I'm doing it now, but this is actually so. This is not. I would never have done. I would never do this. In fact,
Yes,
I want
no,
to get rid of this,
yeah.
truthfully.
Yeah,
So
So
let's do
just
this.
for people who are watching, we know that he should have highlighted the image first and then insert and all that stuff. But this is not Steve. Steve is a product manager. So this is freaking awesome.
yeah, it's pretty impressive. I frankly, you might have one or two things that you want to change, but I usually just take it and go and run with
Well,
it.
and I think about it, it's like the demo company that we have, Cambria Crumbs, the bakery.
Hmm.
It would be so freaking cool to take some of that stuff, or even, like if you're in healthcare and you want to pull in some very dry information, this is such a cool way to do it. And then you can just edit the text that's on here.
That's right.
Like
That's
Love
right.
it.
Steve said here, you can do a voiceover. I freaking love this.
Yeah, like if you want to change the narration, right? Like you can click here and right now it's smooth, medium pitch, but you could change it to something else. Like there's a lot of power and flexibility here. So if you think about what we accomplished, it's quite amazing. When I first saw this happen right before my eyes, I was I was blown away. And
It felt like magic and pixie dust, didn't
it
it?
felt like magic, it is. I think when trying something like this, it really does open your eyes to what is possible. And now, like if I ever need a video to keep people engaged, I know that I can create one in a matter of minutes.
I love it. Cool stuff. Michael,
Very good stuff.
Well, I guess today is Google theme. All of
it
it is Google.
is.
And
Google,
Manoj,
we
you
love
were
you.
thinking,
We love you. We love you.
and Manoj, you think it was just done by Steve. We'll stop at Steve. It's not.
No.
No. So let me share this, and it's actually by NotebookLM, which is another Google
Amazing tool. Yeah.
product.
Yeah, it's a great tool.
Can you see my screen?
We're just all fangirling over Google.
Yeah, right?
Well, we call it like we see it, and if something is excellent, then
Oh, I'm
it
so
deserves
excited.
acclaim. Yeah.
I'm so excited. And the additional functionality, if you've got the Ultra subscription, which is around the agents,
Yeah.
then and that should roll out at some point. They anticipate to people that are just paying the lower monthly. So set us up here, Michael.
And then actually, I'm still on the free version, so I haven't. But Manoj, I think, is getting me to convert. Do you guys see my screen where
Yes.
it
Yes.
says the AI advantage for accelerated
Yeah.
success? So I attended a course it was a summit of 3 days, actually 4 days, because there was, there was a lot of content for the 4 days. So the 3 days by themselves was about 12 hours or so. With the bonus, yeah, you can imagine. It was a lot of hours into that. All I did is I took the transcript of all the days and imported each one of them. And these are my sources. They call it
Yeah.
sources. And that's where you keep building your sources on this. So it's called NotebookLM. And whenever you have a Google account, you can always go into notebooklm.google.com. And from there, you can log in through the same Google user that you usually use. And this isn't still on the free version. So you add your resources on this side, which could be text, could be videos, images, it could be URLs from a YouTube. So you just give it the URL of the YouTube. You don't need to do a lot of work, just the URL. And it will start loading in the information on those resources, right? And then you have so much capabilities here of playing around with these resources. One of them, you can create an audio overview. This is usually around 2 to 3 minutes. It's a short one, but it's an amazing like recap on the conversation, right? And actually, no, I'm sorry, I need to correct myself. This one is a longer one. Yeah, it's a 15 minutes. But I'm talking about 12 to 20 hours of a summit being put down into 15 minutes or 16 minutes in a really interesting way of like a live podcast conversation. It's interactive. Or other option is having a video overview. That one is usually 5 or 6 minutes, something like that. I can show you each one of them and how
Yeah.
it looks like, right?
Yeah, show us the video.
These are all the options how you interact with these resources. So for example, I'll start with this one first. And this is the video. So it made a video slideshow and to be within 6 minutes. So you can, if you
All right,
play
let's
it.
get right into it. Today, we're going to break down a framework that could totally change how you work with AI. It's called the AI Leverage Ladder, and it is a game changer.
Can you expand it,
So
Michael?
let's start with a really big question.
Yep.
In this new world of AI, right, where it feels like everyone's got access to these incredible tools, what's the real advantage? What actually sets you apart? It's not just about having the latest and greatest tool. I mean, that's not the game anymore. Just having access, that's table stakes now. No, the real secret sauce, the thing that actually moves the needle, is leverage. It's all about how you use these tools, how you apply them to just multiply your output, get your time back, and seriously scale up your impact. That's the advantage. Okay, so before we even think about climbing this ladder, we need to talk about the foundation. Look, we're all in this constant race against the clock, right? And to win, you have to have a really powerful reason to keep
Michael,
pushing.
were
Yeah.
there, thank you, by the way, were there instructions that you gave it to pick out the style of the slides? I love the style of the slides. Was there a setup that you've got in the background?
Yeah, sometimes you can prompt it. You can type in the prompt here with the resources, and from there you can take it into all these different types of expressions, right? And it's under this studio, right? And you can also control the speed for where
Yeah,
you want it. So imagine even it's not even 6 minutes. If you put it
yeah,
at 1.5, 1.7, this might end up to be 4 minutes. So imagine a 20 minute, 20 hours of
yeah,
so much information being summarized into visuals of even steps. Like if you go in from one to another, it's
A to Z without you having
all these visuals. Some people, I'm a visual person, so visuals
yeah.
makes a big deal for me. That's when
So
it's a
I
good
like
video.
the style of the images. So that's what I was curious about. Is there something going on in the background to let it know? Because it's like almost handwritten, that kind of feel to it.
Yes, yes,
Um,
and
so
it
yeah.
created all of that.
Yeah, I love that. And if you think about it for leaders, there's so many times that you can afford to send you, or you can afford to send a person from your company to this thing.
Yeah,
And when you can bring back the content from the thing, right? Maybe you scan, you've got the PowerPoint presentation, you've got handouts that people give you. You could do this as knowledge sources and create something like this so that you're sharing with the team from that expert perspective what it was. I love the possibilities.
and sometimes you don't have an access to have an otter or a firefly to be attending those calls
Right.
while on the summit, right? And this is another way if you can get the transcript, then
Yeah.
imagine how valuable the words being said during all these hours and how it can be all be visualized again in a way where the brain can digest it.
Yeah.
So,
And the quiz. So if you go to quiz, and I think about application for leaders, we
yes,
have, for instance, like the policy that Steve was showing. So
yeah,
we could have the policy and we could create a quiz to test for understanding, right?
yeah.
From whatever content that we have. And so, and I'm sure you could tweak it, but that way you're getting time back of
Exactly.
stuff before that it would be like, oh my gosh, let me go read all this stuff and make sure everything. But I mean, I just think we're so much further ahead. As that thing is generating a quiz, can you show us what the mind map looked like, Michael? Because I know you
Yeah,
developed one of those.
I'll show you. I already, so I clicked on all of these
Right.
before,
Because
after I
that's
finished the
Michael.
session.
Michael clicks on all the stuff. Okay. That's
No, I
just
mean, I
Michael.
prepared it before the call so that way,
Yes.
because it might take a
Yes.
few minutes. So we can see here the mind map
Yeah. It
and
does take a minute to go from 20 pages to develop this stuff.
exactly, exactly.
So
So
these are all the
now
topics.
these are all the topics discussed, and each time you can expand, and it will keep explaining on each branch of an
Wow.
idea that was
Yeah.
mentioned, right?
Yeah.
So again, that's visuals. For
I
me,
love
I'm a
that.
visual
Michael,
person.
hey
Yeah,
Michael, when you download it, what are the various formats you can download it into?
let's see. I haven't done that before, so
Let's
let's.
see. Oh my gosh. We are boldly going where no man has gone before.
Ah, here you go. So
So what is the download?
it shows
Does
up
it
as a
have?
PNG with whatever that you have
Oh, okay.
open or expanded at the moment.
Yeah,
So you can
Oh, okay.
create your
So it's
own
just
point of
that
focus.
view.
yeah,
Okay.
You can create your own point of focus.
Okay. So you'd have to open everything for it to download the whole
Yep,
thing. Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's
I
for
love
this
it.
guy.
So can we go check in on the mind map?
Still doing the
I mean the
quiz.
quiz. Yeah, the quiz is
I
still
can show
generating.
you the audio, and we're not gonna go through it because that one is a
Yeah.
longer one.
Welcome back to the deep dive. Our mission today, well, it's pretty laser focused. We're digging into the new.
So this is a 17 minutes conversation bot. It looks like a botcast interactive between two people that is very realistic. So when you listen to it, some people use these resources where you can feed the resources you want. Could be if you're preparing for an exam and studying resources, textbooks, right? It can be all fed here as resources and then converted into conversations. It's another way of learning. So
Well,
I'll
and the
show you
other
a
thing
little
I
bit.
think about too is as I'm out learning on topics around what I do for my main business,
Mhm.
leadership development, all that stuff, and it could be neuro-linguistic programming, it could be hypnosis, whatever it is. People have their own
Yeah,
flavor. You can pull this stuff in together and then create your content based on, and attribute what's going on.
yeah,
But, this kind of stuff can be great for I read this and it really resonates with me, and I want to do a blog post or I want to do whatever, that it's a starting place for you to be able to get then to your
yep.
own voice of what it is.
So
So
much
this
quicker.
quiz is taking just a bit longer than I thought.
But I'm gonna play a little bit from the interaction just to have a taste of this.
Yeah.
Call it a clone or a genius assistant.
A thought partner. Okay.
And look, this isn't just a chatbot you ask random questions to. It's a dedicated system designed to work 24/7. And crucially, it holds the context of your goals, your values, your specific way of working.
So it knows you.
It knows you intimately. And it
So this is interactive for 17 minutes. Again, 20 hours being summed down into the main points into just a few minutes. You got a lot of time back.
Yeah.
I like that. And again, I'm still on the free version of this notebook LM, but now I'm
I
thinking
love
about,
it.
yeah,
This is mind blowing, right? The like Notebook LM is like one small product in this Google Gemini world.
Yeah.
And then one small thing can do so many amazing things.
But if you really like, I would say the one of the main high level points about this, what we just showed, is I think it takes away any excuses for not being able to learn continually, right? Because this took basically how many 12 hours worth of content, right? And it put it in video format, mind map,
Audio format,
audio format that you could even listen to when you go out for a walk, right?
Yeah.
This basically takes away any excuses for not continuing to develop your mind and stay on top of current current trends
Or
and
reframed
yeah.
is that it creates endless opportunities
Right.
to
However you
continue
want to
to
look at
grow
it.
and
Right.
develop.
Whatever your motivation is, it is a huge enabler technology.
Well, because a lot, and so it raise your hand if you're with me on this thing. You'll see these opportunities that can come across. Thank you, Michael. Michael hasn't even heard what I'm going to talk about, and he's in. He goes, Michelle, I'm in. But you hear it's like, here's a webinar here, here's another one coming over here, here's another one coming up here, and it's like I want to go to all these things and I'm not able to. And now it's like you can sign up for this stuff, get the recordings, get a transcript, and then get the download because we just freaking don't have time. So, and yet we want to be exposed to it because in the back of our minds, I'm sure, and it's like this, there's this fear that I'm going to miss out.
Yeah.
There's going to be something that's going on that I need to be a part of that I'm going to miss.
Yeah.
Totally
AI
agree.
is just so great for summarization, and if you really wanted to, and I'm going to do this, because
I
I've got
believe
all
you.
these automation tools, is like you could really do it where it's going through all your emails and it's summarizing like newsletters and all of this stuff,
Yeah.
right? Like, so it's super powerful.
Speaking of which, I'm going to take us on something that's not quite so sexy. Okay.
And I want to pinpoint
Michael.
one thing. I
Yes.
remember we started the year with a mindful of being playful, and we're ending it with being
That's my word.
Yeah.
That's my word for the year.
Yes, it was.
Is that now? I'm curious though. Will that extend into 2026?
Oh, it has to.
It may. There may be some pixie dust. It may be pixie dust involved in 26.
We'll
There's
add
there's
players
magic.
there.
There's magic. Michael,
But
we have to align on
Elon,
that. We'll have to
yeah,
align on the word, but we're
yeah.
still riding the wave.
Yeah.
So
We're
Yeah,
play
we're
because
with
still
Elon is
keywords.
saying, right, in future, work will be optional. So then what else are we going to do other than play
There you go.
when work becomes
well, and I
optional?
think it's reframing. So I'm sharing my screen. It's coming up now. So I think part of it too is reframing how we think about work or what we do, because it can be more playful with these tools. So again,
Google.
inbox, yes, 14,394. Do you think there's an opportunity here to do something a little different? Yes, there is. So up here with the little logo here, and I feel like this little metal thing that you throw. So I'm going to click on Gemini, and what I'm going to have Gemini do is I want to identify, like Steve just talked about, newsletters. So I want newsletter emails. So it's interesting because I want to be able to highlight it because I want to better manage what's going on, but I'm so buried in emails, it's nuts. So I'm going to take a look at some of these, and I'm going to pick this one. And so I don't want to do that. Come back, come back. I'm going to go up here to this, the address, the email address where it's coming from. And I'm going to select it. I'm going to put it up here in the search bar. And so what blew my mind when I did this the first time is, of course, nothing's coming back right now, but so there we go. What? Okay.
Addthem.com.
Is it .com? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I thought I highlighted the whole thing,
There
but
you go.
apparently not. So thank you guys.
No worries.
These are all newsletters that are coming from that same URL,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm like, wow, okay. So I'm gonna take this stuff and I want to manage these better because they're polluting, right? Or at least they're cluttering up rather. Polluting sounds so bad. My inbox, and I want to deal with them differently. So I'm going to create a filter. I did the little arrows here. And I can skip the inbox, which I'll do right now. I want to apply a label. So did I create?
Yep, LinkedIn.
I've got a LinkedIn review later. Let me back up because I want to do this differently. I'm going to create a label that is LinkedIn newsletters review. Okay. So, and I want to nest it under LinkedIn. So at least it will go there. And then I'll go back. I'll go back to this. I have this. I'm going to go back to set it up. I clicked on that. I'm going to create a filter, right? Because it's looking for that sending. Skip the inbox, apply the label. So now I'm going to go down to newsletter. And I want to apply it to matching conversations. So basically, I want to apply it to all the history of the stuff, and then I'll create the filter. So Gemini has searched for this stuff, right, for me. And then I'm going to go back. So Gemini had searched. I got where it's coming from. I put it in here, and you can see that it's moved this stuff to the newsletter stuff. So if I go down here, they're here. I've got 82 of them sitting there. So I
Wow.
can
And the
delete, I
click.
can review, I can do whatever. So I just love this because we can also go through and look for emails in the past day that I have not responded to.
I love that.
Let's see what it does. So we started filming at 6:30 in the morning my time. So here is all of them that I have not responded to. And it didn't do in the past day. So it ignored the past day, but these are all emails that clearly I've not responded to. So I went this route because this is stuff that doesn't require the next level up membership. This is the one that if you've got a Google account. So there's so many different ways. And so mind you, when I started doing this and playing with it, I had 16,500 emails. So I did
Oh,
spend a lot of time on it and I'm going to realistically, I probably spent 45 minutes. And in 45 minutes, I've been able to systematically eliminate and set up filters so that now when this stuff comes in, it's just going to funnel to these others, and I'm not dealing with, I don't know if anybody else feels this way. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, what the frick? I've got my day and then I've got all the stuff that happened in the night because we're a global economy now. And so
mhm.
all this stuff is hitting and all the automations, and I want to get rid of the noise. And that's my process now I'm going to do and focus on the stuff I really need to focus on. Then I can go back and deal with what I'm going to call noise, right? That's not the stuff that I need to look at now.
Mhm.
So, thank you, Google. Thank you, Gemini. Thank you, NotebookLM. This has been super fun. So how are you guys feeling about this? What's one thing you want people to walk away with just from what
Feels
we've
like
chatted and
playful.
showed today? Huh?
Feels like playful.
It is playful. Thank you, Michael. That's our word for this year.
Mm,
Yeah,
Who
and I think
else?
it's try, right? So try, just go and try. It's
We,
just so
yeah.
yeah,
easy.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, yeah.
It's
We,
intuitive, and what I'll say is if it's not intuitive, use use Gemini,
Mm.
right? To be able to ask it,
Yeah.
what's going on? How do I do this? How do I get to the next level? We have resources there. We've got a help option on steroids that didn't exist before. So don't get stuck because you've never done it before. Yeah.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
I want to say something. If you summed all the demos that we did today and how much hours and time you have saved from each one of them, it's a lot. It's a
Yeah.
lot.
Oh, so you didn't do the math? I was ready for the number.
Yeah.
We,
I
Oh,
saved my
okay.
20 hours
Okay.
into 15 minutes.
You
it,
would have saved 20 hours. You would have saved 20 hours in a week.
Yeah.
we have
Actually, you
powers.
probably would have
We
easily.
have, 5 years ago, really even 2 years ago, like we would never have even thought that such things were possible.
Yeah.
And now that we can regularly do them, and I think it speaks to the fact that to do our best to look at things through a fresh lens, and understanding that AI can do almost anything in terms of taking information and summarizing it, or creating things. A lot is really how specific you are in telling it what to do.
It's like
And,
magic and pixie dust.
Yeah,
yeah.
but
And
it's
we're not even at the agentic AI and robotics yet, so there's
No,
just so
right.
much more.
not
Um,
Muse,
yet.
you're just ready for someone to fix your heater,
we're
okay? Or
we're
do maintenance on
you know
it. You don't have
like
to pay a
like like
technician.
it or not, we are in a period of unprecedented change. It just continues to get faster, and all the technologies and the inventions are building up on each other to make it such that a statistic that I heard not too long ago was is that there will be as much change between 2025 and 2035 as
Yeah.
what occurred between 1925 and 2025. Now, if you think about everything that happened in that 100-year span, including the in creation of the internet, um,
A lot.
So
the whole e-commerce,
what was that 100 years experience for you, Steve?
the 100 years experience. Well, you know what? I'll tell you, this being my third
You
life, this
started with
being
black and
my
white TV.
this being my third life, I can tell you that it was pretty.
Do you
I
remember
kind of
radio?
miss
Radio?
those days. I kind of miss those days when things were slower.
Well, we were the first people on our block to get a color TV. Okay.
Okay.
And we had
Yeah.
one
Wow.
TV and I
Yeah.
was the remote. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you can
Yeah.
literally watch TVs on these things.
You
Yeah.
can. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can.
Very
Yeah.
Greg, how
powerful.
about you?
Well, it's not so much today of what it is that we know or think we know. What is important is the questions we asked, and put those questions into a prompt box and see what you discover.
Yeah, and iterate on it. I agree. I think, step in with curiosity. Don't think it's not possible. Look around and go, what is possible? Michael.
I was so what I'm seeing the a pattern happening right now is like, as I read from a book before how the brain works, it was showing how you usually when the time you wake up, as you said, Michelle, you have a limited resources and energy for the brain to do the hardest task, prioritizing and a few. These
Mm-hmm.
are the energy consumers, and usually that's why by noon or so you really have depleted most of it
Mm-hmm.
for the day. And you try to not make choices or priorities after that. Leave it for the mornings because that's when your brain is at its peak, right? With these resources, it makes a huge difference because emails will be like a time consumption in the early morning just to see prioritize which one I need to open and looking at all this noise that has disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
That is not time, it's more than that. It's
Yeah.
also attention span
Well,
being
and it's
regained back.
it's just yeah, so it's mental capacity, and I love that. And it's also not feeling the weight of doing things that you just freaking don't love doing.
Yes.
It's made it so much easier, so that you don't have that, I don't want to do, it's like just it's all good. It's fun to play.
So now you're
I've
more
enjoyed
free
this
to
time.
create.
Yes,
Sorry.
there's more time to create. I've loved this time with all of you. Again, Google, thank you. Until next time, have an awesome end to 2025. Like I said, this is our last podcast for this year. And please like, share, subscribe. If there's a tool or something that you're excited about that you want to share with other people or you want to explore more deeply, let us know. Have a freaking awesome day. Thank you.
Bye.
Sammy's listen, we'll show you how. A new wave rising, it's clear and loud. AI's the future, let's make you proud. Data and dreams combined in the air. From cloud to code, oh, we're everywhere. Innovation driving, we're breaking ground. With AI tools, let's turn it around.